Hi Nityanandam.
Hello Nityanandam. This is Ma Nitya Mriga Patika.
And this is Ma Mridukananda. And we would like to share something about, probably you may be wondering, why do we have this hair or Jattas, we could call it, you know. You may have seen many of the Adina Vasis here having Jattas, and you're wondering why do we have this?
Or maybe you think that our hair is very peculiar. Why are we wearing our hair this way, and you know we have funny hairstyles? So basically, what this is called Jattas, or in English it's called dreadlocks. And why are we actually wearing dreadlocks or Jattas?
So Swamiji has shared very beautifully that when we have dreadlocks, it actually impacts, it actually pull the root of the hair, and that is actually awakening the very subtle grooves of the brains. So it awakens the non-active part, the left side of the brain actually.
The non-mechanical
part of the brain. So that is exactly why we have Jattas. It is for a spiritual reason.
It's not just a fashion statement. I mean, yes, we look like, you know, we are actually Mahasada Shiva. We are Sada Shiva. So of course we are also wearing like his hairstyles.
Yeah, what Shiva has, if you've seen the pictures of Sadashiva or Mahadev, he has Jattas as well, and there's a reason, basically to awaken the subtle grooves in the brain, to awaken the super consciousness, and to give that higher spiritual experience.
Because Jattas, when you actually have like dreadlocks or Jattas, they are actually, your hair has to be like weighted down and pulled at certain points of the head, as what Swamiji is sharing. Then it will feel stimulated, you know. That's where the non-mechanical parts get stimulated, and you're able to hold a higher frequency of energy. And Jattas is because your hair, human hair, actually stores memories. So instead of letting the hair actually drop to the ground, what they do, what a lot of masters you see them doing, is they will all knit them together into the Jattas. And it's not uncommon for, you know, some sadhus that you see in like Kumbh Mela, you know, like some spiritual event in India, where they have these like huge mountain of dreadlocks on their head. It's actually given to them by their masters because it holds the memories, the biomemories of, you know, their masters. That's why it's like being with them, like downloaded to them. Right?
I remember the first time when they told us about Jattas in the Atinam, I was like, no ways. I know you guys must have seen my videos. I actually do have short hair. I'm a very short hair person. I don't like long hair, and you know, maintenance stuff is like out. And repeatedly we were told to have Jattas, and at one point I did have, but it didn't last very long. It came off. So finally I said,
mine too.
Oh, okay. So finally I said, let's do it, because Swamiji said we've got to do it.
Yeah, Guru Vag. This is what Guru Vag, you know, and whatever Guru says, just
sooner than later, somehow I got my Jattas, and I kind of like brown colors. I told someone, let's do brown Jattas. I don't like black. And somehow it gives you a good feeling, you know. And the day when I was having my Jattas made, I could actually feel my, you know, something is happening inside your head. Like, you know, something is getting activated.
For me, my experience was the moment as you know, the person was making the Jattas for me, I could literally feel like pulled, like my energy just like went up, like pulled together.
Yes, and you know, lots of clarity comes down into your system. So it is an experiential thing.
Yes, you totally feel different when you have Jattas, and you know, before you have Jattas. For me, even the first time when we were told to have Jattas, I was actually pretty much resistant to it, because I was thinking, oh my god, how am I going to wash my hair? And you know, it's so difficult to wear them.
Yeah. And there were very few people at that time in the Sangha who were having Jattas, and even then, whenever we saw them, it was like, oh my god, how am I going to carry that weight on my hair? And I like my head light. I wanted my head light. I didn't want heavy hair. I didn't want long hair and all maintenance stuff. So this is a beautiful sharing, a beautiful experience that you can also have. If you're out there, try to get yourself some Jattas, and if you are here, we will get someone to help you with the Jattas.
Yeah, and a very important reminder, like the number of Jattas that you should have is actually according to the Agamas, as per the Agamas. So you can start from anywhere from like 5. 5 is the most basic number. 5, I think it goes on to
11, 13.
Um,
Probably you can post that later on.
Yeah.
So that they can
the
follow
number of
and-
jhatas that you have, it must correlate to
What's
the
there in
agamas.
agamas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Swamiji is very particular about that.
So
How many does he have?
I don't know, must have 50 maximum, I think.
Yeah, I think about 80. Yeah.
So whatever you see is actually a revelation of the whole Hindu religion and culture. Now, me being a Hindu myself, I was very little aware about such things except going to a temple, prayers, and that's a basic, and rituals and festivals. But as Swamiji is
How did it
revealing
change?
this, Swamiji is the one who's been revealing this for some time.
I came to Swamiji, I know nothing about Hinduism except like, okay, I know Ganesha god, Shiva, and that's from like yoga, but exactly what it means and what is the teaching of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, etc. I'm totally clueless. Yeah.
And Swamiji is doing a wonderful job by taking each of us and the whole humanity step by step back into the Vedic tradition, reviving it so that we all can see results from it.
Yes, and he's also proving the legitimacy, I would say the legitimacy of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the Vedic, ancient Vedic and Agamic truth, and how it is actually applicable, still very, very much applicable in
Practical.
all our aspects of human life, so that you can live not as a human being, but as a super conscious divine being.
You want to share about the body piercing we had?
Oh yes, body piercing.
So now, Jattas, we are done with Jattas. Mriga's got Jattas, I've got Jattas.
Everybody
we are
has
settled.
Jattas.
So we'll share one more thing. Recently we were in Tirunamalai with Mahasadashivam during the Mahasadashivam period with the participants, and Swamiji actually got arrangements for body piercing and firewalking. And I tried the body piercing, and I used to actually see this happening every year in Malaysia during Thaipusam. I could see people piercing the body and wonder how they do it.
And they carry like those very huge structures.
Yes, this
on their
kavadi,
body.
yeah. And I wonder how they do it. So,
Same.
but I said, let's do it, so when they pierced, I actually felt nothing. And, I had like a few limes or lemons pierced on my hand, basically. And Swamiji has said that by just piercing those various points on your body, it awakens very subtle points in our system.
Yeah. So that's for me. It was the very, very first time that I had like lemon piercings on my body, and again the number of lemons is also usually odd numbered. So the point is that Swamiji said by having all these like body piercings and firewalking, it's a kind of transmutation process where any violence that you're carrying in your body, your memory, your bio memory, your muscle memory, they get actually burned off when you pierce the body at certain points. Yeah, you're actually reducing the karma. So, and what you're supposed to do is, at the end you dance or you jump,
Yeah, they just
and
drop
let
off
them drop off
naturally,
naturally, and
yeah.
don't pick it up
Yeah.
when they drop off.
Yeah. So these are some of the old age traditions and very much relevant. Swamiji is just sharing this with the whole world. If you want to experience all of this in one time, in one place, come for Mahasadashivaham, which is happening on March 31st to April 30th. You'll be wondering why the extra days. It is going to be a 1-month vacation with Swamiji to rediscover yourself, to experience new stuff, and start off a new life, creating a new being entirely for yourself.
Actually, I realized in a lot of programs, whether it's Mahasadashivaham especially, because it's so powerful with all the different aushadas, to detox the body, and so that your energy is raised, the frequency is raised, so that you can express the powers. Actually, there is so much more, a lot more going on than it meets the eye. You may not be able to physically see what is actually happening
Inside
to your
your body.
your change. Yeah.
So if you want a breakthrough for 2018, come for
Or your lifetime.
Mahasadashivaham.
Manifesting powers, anything and everything, it's always to manifest powers from third eye. And I was just sharing about Mahasada Shiva Home. It's not just some spiritual event, where you go, you have a vacation and you feel good, and then after that when you go back to your daily life, it's like back to square one. It's not about that. See, what is super conscious breakthrough important is that
Okay, welcome back. And we'll be ending very shortly.
Yes. So in short, just come to Mahasada Shiva Home
To get Jattas, to get yourself pills, to get powers, to get Aushadas and everything, all in one.
to have an amazing life.
With this, blessings and
Blessings.
Nityanandam.
Nityanandam.
Bye.